How much weed you smoking now?
I stopped smoking weed when I was like 20.
Okay.
I started when I was like 12 and probably smoked weed like mostly every day up until like my late teens. But, you know, I got kind of fried from like psychedelics when I was super young. So it just got to the point where I was just getting like a bunch of flashbacks when I would smoke. So I just stopped. But it's kind of funny, like, to see, you ever have friends who have like a late blooming drug phase in their life?
Yeah.
Like all of my friends who started smoking in college, like 18, 19, are now just like the biggest stoners ever. Haven't really done much with themselves. But I'm happy I got it out of my system when I was in high school.
Why were you doing that many hallucinogens?
I'm just from Seattle. It's like kind of the culture there.
It was just introduced to you super young?
Yeah, it's also like a pretty pro psychedelic culture community.
Right.
So is the Bay where Nick is from. So like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, like shrooms is all we wanted to do.
Your parents never figured out you were doing this?
I bought a book about like mycology. I think it was called like it was a giant picture book about mushroom types, and I was like going out to forage after school.
Kind of a giveaway.
I tried to convince my mom for a couple weeks that I was into like, you know, mushrooms for medicinal purposes and like to make food. And then she picked up on the fact that once I had the tapestry in my room, I think at that point she was like, okay, this kid's eating them.
But you couldn't convince her that like you were just into the aesthetics of it, like.
I tried as hard as I could. Yeah, but once I got the Spirit Molecule book about DMT and Arrowhead.org, as I'd be on there every day, composing and reading trip reports.
If you had a kid, how would you feel if they were 12 and doing mushrooms and smoking blunts all day?
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, me too.
But I know that like I can't stop them, so I would just like allow them to, you know, go through that phase in their life.
Nah, but I think as a parent, you gotta like try to jump in between the speeding freight train and the child.
I just don't know how you could possibly control a kid like that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna control them in any way, I feel like keeping them off mushrooms is probably like the least you can ask for.
Yeah, off mushrooms for sure. But I think, you know, if they smoke weed at 13, you know, it's fine. If they do dabs, that no way.
Yeah, but okay, this is the thing about becoming a parent is that you're so used to going through your life of like, you know, if you see a guy and he's gonna jump off a fucking building,
yeah,
you're like, well, I don't want to see this dude die, but if you want to jump off the building, go the fuck ahead. Like this is your life, really.
Yeah, that's what you'd say if you saw a guy on the edge of a building.
Personally, yeah. If you want to kill yourself, I mean, shit, go for it, man. I'm gonna look away. But once you have a kid, it's like they're trying to kill themselves all the time. And you're literally just like sworn to try to stop them. That's your whole purpose.
Yeah, I think my parents like stayed out of the way because they kind of knew that like the more they pushed back against me doing certain like rebellious shit, the more I would like take it a step further. So I got it out of my system, and now I don't do any rebellious shit. Right.
But if I had asked you during those years what you wanted to do with yourself, because you're kind of like young enough that you had the internet from the very beginning, and maybe we're kind of starting to formulate ideas of making content.
Yeah. I wanted to be a legendary rapper with a complete wardrobe of Burberry and Big Horse polos.
Okay, but how long did this dream last for? I thought that this was more of a joke, not a
No, I was an intensely, basically an egomaniac.
Really?
Yeah, I think I was so high and spent so much time in the studio that age 16, I thought that I was going to be the next, I don't know what I thought I was going to be.
Jack Harlow?
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
I don't know at the time. But I don't know, that was just me like under the influence of a lot of different shit.
Right.
Yeah, and not even drugs, just music. Like I was hypnotized.
Because, yeah, you listen to enough rap and you start to believe that you have to believe in yourself blindly.
Yeah.
You have to believe you're the greatest.
If you're 16 and you grew up in like an inner city and you smoke weed every day and drink every day and you listen to Chief Keef for like 15 of the hours that you're awake every day for a long period of time and you wear designer, you're going to become an alien.
But you didn't, you weren't attracted to the street stuff that Chief Keef was talking about?
No, I don't think so.
You weren't trying to like go get a gun?
No, definitely not.
Right. Well, that's probably good.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
I don't think I ever wanted to be a rapper.
Did you listen to rap in high school?
Yeah, I listened to Wiz Khalifa.
Okay, that's probably a better
I actually
vibe.
I wore Converse and reading glasses.
Okay,
so I could look like him.
To me, Wiz Khalifa will always go down in my mind as the first rapper that a hipster girl told me about.
Wow.
Like, I didn't know about him. I thought that I knew everything that was going on rap-wise, but I'm paying attention to, like, XXL and The Source, and I hadn't seen him in there yet.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Like 21, 22, when he was first coming out. And there was just this, like, white, you know, hipster-type chick I was kicking it with, and she was listening to it. I'm like, who's this? And she said, Wiz Khalifa. And I realized that some of the blogs that I was looking at had posted about him, but I was like, oh, okay, rap is changing.
Yeah. I just heard Black and Yellow, and I just loved it.
Just took over your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me that lane was like Atmosphere and Aesop Rock, and like MF Doom and like LP.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know. That's like the shit that girls and my dad's friends were interested in.
Girls?
Yeah,
There was
like,
a big MF Doom girl contingent in your school?
yeah, dude. Like you smoke weed that young, you get into lyrical hip hop.
That makes your school cooler than my school. 'Cause...
I went to an alternative high school called Northwest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we called our teachers by their first names. We had mixed gender bathrooms.
Really?
The different classrooms were named after like working class heroes like Cesar Chavez and whatnot.
So basically, you were groomed to be a champion of civil rights
Yes, basically my whole life.
and a rapper.
Yeah, a little mix of both. I was gonna infuse some shit, make trap music about social justice.
Were you embattled with your white identity being mixed into this whole rap persona? Like,
Yeah, probably as time went on. Yeah.
yeah, as time went-
As time went on, and I moved to New Orleans for college. I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, New Orleans will definitely give you a different taste of America for
yeah.
sure.
I was like, I'm not that tough.
No, but that is the burden that every white man has to carry, is that nobody wants to hear you rap.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, but then like there's been a handful that have broken through, but it's like
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
rare. Like the appetite is just not really there for it. It would seem.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the Seattle rapper Lil Cito?
Yeah, this new guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get him on here.
What do you
Cat,
think?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like,
Well, they said he's the white little baby.
wow. Really? Who said that?
I mean, like his label or something. I think
His
that's
label
like
said that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen some press releases going around.
Yeah, that's how we describe Nick.
But realize,
White little baby.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I can see that. No, but realize that this is one of the problems that I face is that at a time early in No Jumper or even before that or whatever, for me as a fan, I felt like I was just discovering shit that was just popping up online.
Yeah.
And then you get to this point where there's new stuff going on. There's people want to talk about, oh, there's this new rapper, there's this new 16-year-old kid, he's dope or whatever. It seems almost more likely that it's something that's being pushed by a label, even if it's well disguised,
Yeah.
than that this is a genuinely holistic thing occurring, you know?
Who do you think is the worst rapper of all time?
I heard you asking Andrew Fantana who's 3 current worst rappers are.
Let's do that one.
I don't know. I just
You
know,
can't say.
I just don't really feel like there's a lot for me to gain from shitting on people's careers.
Okay, best right now.
The best. I think the best. I kind of feel like rap is in a position where when I think about the rappers I would most want to hear rap right now, it's a lot of like the number one guys, Lil Baby, Dirk, Young Boy. I know that this is kind of like what an average 18-year-old kid in the suburbs might also tell you would be like the best, but I kind of feel like rap is a meritocracy.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.